Right then guys, real quick, my window's open, it's like 35 degrees in London, sorry, but I'm sweating my balls off, I'm not going to close the window. So if you hear noise, that's what it is, I don't care. Anyway, what are we here to talk about? Well, the Disney-Fox merger. It has now completely been approved for merger. So there was a potential lawsuit or some kind of complaint from one of the shareholders, I believe, which was halting everything. But now it's been approved, which means that it's actually happening. So what I wanted to do, as I am moving today, so this is some Inception business right now, I wanted just to do a long form discussion, I guess, just a chit chat about what this means for the future of not only the movie industry, because that's quite a big change, but also some of our favourite properties. So straight off the top, obviously, everyone's going to be ranting and raving and going, yes! X-Men and Fantastic Four are coming back to Marvel. Yeah, that's great. I mean, that would be quite cool. However, it's also nice to see that other studios were doing their different spin on things. So as much as X-Men and Fantastic Four being put into Marvel could be great, I don't like the idea of Deadpool going back into Marvel, because obviously Deadpool's a Fox property, and that's not good. That is something that if they don't allow them free reign, or at least quite a loose reign, it's going to be trash. Like, it's going to be absolutely trash. And we only have to look at how Disney have been acting recently with everything that, you know, they have people on quite a tight leash. So straight off the top, X-Men, Fantastic Four coming home, so good. Really, really, really cool. Fantastic Four has been crap for ages. It would be nice if they could do it properly. It would be great to have, you know, it doesn't even have to be gritty or real or anything like that. It would just be nice to see Fantastic Four treated with some respect, because it's a good property and it could reach a lot of people. You know, X-Men has to be pulled away from Simon Kinberg. That guy has dodged so many bullets, it's unbelievable. And he's recently done his directorial outing with Dark Phoenix, and that film apparently may not even be released. So I'm glad that X-Men is being pulled away. I'm glad that we got Logan just before as well, because I think if this was under Disney, Logan might not have happened. And Logan's a fantastic film. I mean, it's sad, but it's a fantastic film. So X-Men coming back to Marvel, so good. But obviously, this is what everyone else probably came here for as well. Alien and Predator. Well, shit. Where does that leave Alien and Predator? Now, you can pretty much guarantee that X-Men and Fantastic Four will be ripped right into the Marvel studios. It would put back with Marvel. You can pretty much guarantee that, because they would probably want to use those assets within their established universe. Now, with the other properties that are floating around and the franchises that Fox have owned, the rights might get sold off. They might sell the rights off, which is a high possibility, to be perfectly honest, unless they establish a brand new studio which Disney, you know, owns. It's like an umbrella, and then this subsidiary studio just, you know, does this all R-rated stuff, which, again, before people jump, Disney's done that before. Disney have had this before. I believe they owned Miramax. They had some pretty R-rated stuff, so it's not unheard of, but they may even just sell the assets off. You got to remember, Disney have bought Fox for $71.3 billion. I mean, it's not exactly chump change, is it? So, with that happening, they're going to want to do one of numerous things. Pump out films. Absolutely pump out films to recoup the loss. Sell off the properties. Create subsidiary studios to rip out and pump out these films. Or do it in-house, do streaming services, which is, you know, what they've announced, and they're doing with Clone Wars. You know, you only have to look at Disney acquiring Lucasfilm to know that once they've spent a lot of money, they are very quick to spend a little bit more to recoup all of that money back. I mean, they bought Lucasfilm, and look at the Star Wars films that have been coming out ever since. It's been a really, really quick turnaround, especially when we have to take into account, you know, a standard franchise and how it works, and and how many films get released at a certain point in time. It's raining! God damn, it's raining outside now as well. We've got thunderstorms in London. It's all unscripted shit. So, I'm going to have to close my windows. Right then, windows are closed. I told you, this is just like a podcast. So, yeah, we know that they will want to recoup that money. But like I said, you only have to look at the rate at which other franchises put out their properties. They seldom put a movie out year after year after year after year. So, what does this mean for Disney with respect to Alien and Predator? I personally think that they are going to either sell it off or they are going to put it under a subsidiary studio. Because they own Fox as a trademark now, I believe. Obviously, Fox owns Fox News and things like that, but they own Fox. So they might just keep it. They might just keep it as is, as the trademark, as the brand logo. And they might just keep pumping them out. I highly doubt they're going to be in a race to make any Alien films anytime soon. There's been a few movements here and there though. So we've had Alien short films announced. They're entering into pre-production, but they're fan-made, so it doesn't count for anything because they're kind of fan-made stuff. So obviously they'll be great and it'll be nice to see them and everything, but they're still fan-made or fan-pitched, etc. And we've also heard the rumblings and rumours of potentially a TV series. Now with it being under Disney, is that a high potential? Probably not, only under the basis that Disney's streaming service is definitely not going to be catering for adults. Again, unless they have an adult streaming service as well. God, that sounds a bit raunchy. But look, you can kiss Alien goodbye for a bit. I really highly doubt they're going to do much with it, only because... And I say this only because the last one didn't make that much money. We know that Star Wars was going to make money, it always has, and that's why they pumped it out at the rate at which they have to recoup all of that loss. Alien is not a safe bet for them to recoup the money, the 71.3 billion that they've spent on acquiring Fox. Predator, however, I think they're going to wait and see. I mean, that comes out 2 months, so I think they're going to wait and see how that does, and then probably go from there. I am really excited to see how this goes because no one's got more money in the world than Disney. I mean, it's just insanity, although I believe either Apple was going to buy Disney at a certain point. Anyway, I digress. The point is, I am excited to see how this goes because, you know, love them or hate them, they do an awful lot and they have a lot of money. The issue that I have with this is that I believe they will own about 40% of the market. They will be controlling about 40% of the movie industry, essentially, that's a lot. You know, that is not a small amount, and that worries me because then we are moving into territories where we're going to get washed out films, paint by numbers. I think we will struggle to get directors that are up and coming involved. Case in point, Lucasfilm have already said they're not going to be hiring them. So the concern is that Disney now owns this 40% share. Does that mean that upcoming directors won't get their shots? Because obviously they'll have to go to other studios who may not have the money, may not have... The thing is with Disney owning 40% share, the other studios are going to have to be on their A game to compete with them. And as a result of that, are they going to want to put their faith in an up-and-coming director, or are they going to want to put their faith in what they consider to be a risk-free, proved, established director? I mean, you tell me, because that's just logic, you know, as I'm looking at it. So, it is going to be interesting. I don't absolutely hate this. I know people are like, boycott Disney, and all this kind of shit. Like, I don't care. It's not a big deal. The movies will still get made. They'll either be good or they'll be bad. And you can either enjoy them or you can't. The thing is, you're never going to fight these kind of people, so it's pointless to, you know, run your mouth and say you're going to boycott. But it's just my opinion, but I want to hear yours. So drop all your thoughts down below in the comment section. I am moving house today, and I have some new series coming very, very soon. Next week, in fact, on this channel. I'm not going to tell you anything. But yeah, I have a lot of interesting bits and pieces coming up. Videos will go back to an ordered and a schedule, and there'll be a few more vlogs. I know everyone's like, oh, I've unsubbed because I don't like your vlogs. That's fine. You don't want to look at my face, you can fuck off, I don't really care. That's my one F-bomb, so this video doesn't get demonetized. But yeah, anyway, guys, let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you don't follow me on Twitter or Instagram, please do over at Mr. H Reviews. I have been Mr. H, and I will catch you in the next video.